Hey, hey guys, how are you doing today? How are you? I'm not sure if you guys can hear me pretty well. I'm trying not to be loud. As you can see, I'm not at home. I'm actually out on a road trip, but I just wanted to check in with you guys. So if you can hear me, just go ahead and give me a thumbs up or just let me type a 8 in the comment section. This way I can know that you guys are hearing me pretty good. Um, Good night, guys. Good night. Good night. Good night. How are you guys doing? Can you hear me first of all? Please let me know if you can hear me. Um, Let me see. So the volume here looks to be not bad. Um, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Let me log in here on my phone as well too. Maybe I could probably do like a quick test on here. Uh, okay. How was you guys' holiday? How was your holiday season? Let me see if I could hear it on here. I can't hear anything. That's not good. Why am I not hearing? Hold it. I can't seem to hear anything, guys. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How about now? Can you guys hear me now? Let me see. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please let me know. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Testing, testing, testing. How's it going? Testing. Girl, can you hear me? All right, let me see. Just want to make sure nothing is connected wrong. Okay. I think this should be good right here. Okay. I think this should be good right here. Good night, guys. Hold on. Wait, hang on. I'm just trying to double back because I'm not at home. I'm not in my studio. So I'm not in my studio. So I'm trying to work with whatever I got going on here. So I wanted to know, like, how did you guys make it out for this Christmas, this holiday season? How did you guys make it out? How did you guys make it out? Yes. Okay, perfect. Good. I got the test that I needed. Okay, okay. All right. So, hey guys, it's your girl Nessa. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really do appreciate your help in making this community grow. As you know, we're wrapping up the end of the year. And as we come to a close, there's a lot of things that work for us this year and a lot of things that I think we could do a little bit different. As we walk into this new year, I hope that whatever plans that you guys have, that they do come out and they do become successful. Hey, Leandra, my love, how are you, sweetheart? Just let me know if you're hearing me pretty good because I was having some technical difficulties a few seconds ago. So just let me know a quick 8 or yes or something in the comment section so I know that you're hearing me pretty good. Thank you. I would really appreciate it. Um, so knowing that whatever we've been through this holiday season, I know it's hard for some of you guys and whatever you're going through. And I really hope that this season brings you Oh, it's whoever will come in because this wasn't planned, as you know. It wasn't planned, but I wanted to at least just come in and say hello for the season because I decided to do a road trip with my kids and just take my babies on a road trip so we can go out and experience something different. So I just wanted to kind of share that journey with you guys to let you know that sometimes when you're going through stuff, whatever it is, like you really want to spend time with your family and loved ones and people that care about you, and don't be so invested in the ones that have hurt you, abused you, or mistreat you or misuse you, right? So for me personally, my babies, we have a lot of fun together and we drive, we drove from New York and we're out here in Michigan. But before we got to Michigan, we stopped in Ohio and we spent a night there. It was absolutely beautiful. We loved it. The road trip was great. Visibility on the road was crazy, right? But nonetheless, we got here. We're in a beautiful hotel, as you guys could see in the background. It's beautiful. The kids love it, hanging out in the pool and just having a really amazing time. And it's really what's most important is spending time with family and loved ones, right? So I don't know how your year was this year, but I really hope that this time you guys remember that you made it through the year, regardless if you had just left your narcissistic partner or you're going on a year or 2 years or however long it's been. I really hope that you guys do find peace knowing that you went through that season as hard as it was, as devastating as it seemed, that you guys actually made it through. And you actually know that you survived. Whatever was set for you to destroy you and to break you down, you actually survived it. And I think that on its own should speak volume that you're a survivor. You were destined for greatness. You were made to stay here to survive and to pull through because there's an assignment on your life. There's things for you to do that you have not accomplished yet. And many times you don't know what your assignment is because you're still stuck with the narcissist. And remember, you are not here because you need to stay with them. You need to take the lesson from them and leave them where they are and move on. You can't play God. You can't try to do God's job for him to try to fix these people. You can't fix them. There's no fixing them. There's no correcting them. There's no bringing them back to change it. Yes, you would want to see something good from them. Yes, you would want to have a good relationship with them. But the great thing you can do for yourself is have a better relationship with yourself and the people around you that love you. Because remember, the people around you that love you and cares about you, they're watching you suffer. They're seeing you go through this heartache and pain for so many years and months, however long you guys have been in it. The people around you who love you the most, they're watching you go through this. And you're seeing how unhealthy it is, how it's deteriorating you, how it's breaking you and destroying you from the inside out. So you have been doing good thus far. You have survived the pandemic from 2019 when it started, and then the 2019 into 2020, right? And you have survived thus far. You're here at 2022. Let's look at the year. Look how many people have lost their life: suicide, depression, stress, all these mental illnesses that does not have a face to it. That's how many people are dying, and you are here surviving. You are holding on strong. Don't give this narcissist no more of your time. Don't give this monster no more of your energy. Don't give this demonic force no more of your time. You hearing me? This is 2023 we're walking into. We're walking into something great. We are walking into something bold, something beautiful. Do not let your blessing pass you by. You have done enough. You have bent over your back, taking beatings, mental beatings. And people that you see out here smiling and putting on a big smile like they're happy, think about it, they're truly not, because they're losing their lives to suicide. They're committing suicide. See, guys, let's be real. 8 years with that duck. You understand? Listen, no contact is the best way to go, Leandra. And I'm gonna put this comment up here. No contact is the best way to go. You cannot outdo these monsters. You hear me? You can't outdo these monsters, even if you wanted to. But what you gotta recognize is there's a calling on your life. What you gotta recognize that there's a force that is attached to you. There's a force that is attached to your life that can't be broken. And that's why you're still standing. That's why you're still here. See, I'm not going to say that the people who hop fence, right, that they're a cop out. They're not a cop out. But what we're dealing with is not for the weak. You hear me? It's not for the weak. So you standing here and you standing tall, you are showing in testimony that you are strong and you are destined for greatness. Yes, you're going to have weak days. Yes, you're going to have moments where you feel broken down and you feel busted. I get it. We've all been there. I'm no different. And y'all see that I'm sitting here as an example, and I'm not afraid to share my experience and talk about stuff because I really see that I was put in a position for my life to be taken away from me. But that wasn't my calling. That wasn't what God had assigned for me. But I'm not going to accept what was given to me by the enemy because he's a counterfeit. He's a copycat. He's a jealous one. And that's what they came to do, to rob and steal your identity. They want to be like you. So in order to be like you, they have to destroy you, to copy you, to mimic you. That's the only way they could be better than you. Imagine when you think about your friends, your real friends not trying to copy you. They're trying to elevate you. They're trying to uplift you. They're trying to see you win. That's a friend. That's a friend. That's a real friend. But an enemy now wants to be like you. They want to imitate you. They want to take what you're doing and put their stamp on it and call it theirs. They want to rip your label off and put their label on, but it's your ingredients. Everything, every part of the makeup is your makeup, it's your ingredients that's in there. And they want to take a part of that. They want to rip your label off and put theirs on it as a counterfeit. But you wouldn't be able to tell because it's their label, but your ingredients. So who's really going to go and check the ingredients on the inside? Nobody is. But they put a fake front on, they put a fake face on in order to stand in front of people to pretend to be something that they're not. They came for you. They tried it. They're not successful. Stand tall, be bold. 2023, we are not playing with our confidence. We are rebuilding our confidence. We are taking over. We are becoming the queens that we are, the kings that we are. You guys know I support my guys with this. I support them 1,000. They go through it too. These Jezebel spirits that are out here, they're destroying the man. And then it's making it look bad for us because we're mixed in with them. So you can't tell the difference. I put on makeup, I look like one of them. I take off makeup, I look like one of them because it's not a face, it's a spirit. It's that demonic force that they're carrying inside of them. We gonna take over 2023. We are not playing with it. Don't play with it. Seriously, we are not trying to listen. I ain't never been so serious about walking in confidence. I ain't never been so serious about raising my crown and making sure that it's on straight. Okay? I tolerated that nonsense for 13 years. 13 years of my life. That monster took, destroyed my beautiful house, stained my kids' memory, took years out of my life. But guess what? That experience is not going to waste. That experience is a failed experience because what I wanted out of it was a family. That showed loyalty. So don't let nobody discredit who you guys are. You hear me? I don't care who is looking at you like you're less than or you're not worth something. Listen, you put a band-aid on it and give it back to them. You kick that thing, you kick it to the rocks, okay? You kick it. Because listen, you stayed with that monster. You know what that showed? It showed loyalty. You're a committed person. You have a high tolerance level. You are patient. You are humble. You are kind. You are loving. You are giving. Don't let nobody question your integrity. Don't let nobody question who you are as a person. Listen, check my records. I've been with a narcissist for 13 years. Go educate yourself on who a narcissist. Then you could come and talk to me to see my credibility and the type of person that I am. Okay? Now that's what you guys need to understand. Walk on the other side of this thing. This monster came to tear you down, to bring you to a lowest form, to discredit your value. That's not who you're walking with. Your force is greater than that. You are walking in God's authority. He gave you authority. He said they're going to be your footstool. He said he give you power to walk on these things, to trample on them. What are you doing walking next to these things? Don't walk with them. They not qualified to sit near you or be in the same space as you are. They not. And don't feel guilty for it. It's not your responsibility. You didn't make them. They mama made them. God made them. That's their responsibility. That ain't yours. That's not your responsibility. Don't take on projects that you can't complete. That's not going to be beneficial for you. That's not your problem or your assignments. Your authority is so much bigger. What you got destined for you is so much greater. Don't accept that nonsense. Are you kidding me? We did it for way too long. Way too long. We gave them too much of our time. Now it's time to take back our power, take back our authority, and stand bold in it. Yes. And don't apologize for it. Be unapologetic. Do not apologize for you. Do not apologize for your confidence, for you walking in your grace and your goodness. Do not apologize for it. You are worth so much more. Your value is so much more. Listen, assess the situation. Try the spirit before you try to be with the spirit. Try it and test it to know. Get in your word. If you want to do something different this year, 2023 coming, get in your word. Read it. There's a lot of things that could help you, move you. I'm not saying you're going to study and understand everything in it. That's not what I'm saying, because a lot of things has been altered. There's a lot of principles and messages and assignment and instructions and directions for your life in there. Apply them. Stop going to all these places and taking all these information and gathering. You just stacking up on information for what? You need to park that and do the application process. Apply the things that you have learned thus far. It makes no sense to continue to add on information and add on more information when you're not applying it. You need to do the application process. It's really important to do the application process. Put in the work. It's necessary to put in that work, but don't let nobody dictate to you where you're going, where your destination is, and what you're going to be doing. 2023 is a new year, and you are going to be walking into your greatness. You're going to walk into your assignment. You are going to uplift others. You are going to move mountains. Receive it, accept it. It is yours. You have accepted torture and abuse. And I'm not telling you guys to run away and leave your family and break up your family. But you got to stand up strong. Stand for something. If you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for everything. You hear me? Stand up for something. If you need to see changes, then stand on it. Be confident that you're demanding that respect that you so deserve. And if somebody can't see it and respect you and give you that respect that you deserve, then they don't deserve you. They don't deserve to be with you at all. Know your value and know your worth. There is someone out there that is ready to love you. There's someone out there that's ready to cherish you and to be with you. But I'm going to let you guys in on a little tip, because I am in the dating world. I do go out and I do date. And I'm going to bring back information for you to tell you what it's like. It's no joke. You hear me? Guys, you need to start applying this process, get this journey, this healing journey on the road, because it takes a lot of willpower, a lot of strength to be able to go out here and to date someone who's normal. You're so used to that push and pull, that toxic fix from the narcissist. So when you encounter a good, healthy man or woman, it's gonna be scary. You might think that you got it and you have everything figured out. I'm telling you, no, that's not so. It's scary. It's nerve-wracking. But one thing I can tell you, the narcissist gave you life lessons. They gave you a certain training that you couldn't have been prepared for if you were not with a narcissist. They have trained you to know your worth, but you don't realize that that was your training, that was your blessing. You don't realize it because now you value yourself so much. and you know within yourself that you cannot spend one more day with this monster. You cannot go another day with someone like this. So the moment you start noticing someone having these traits or behaviors, your radar is going to go off. Your alarm is going to go off because you're going to recognize that this is a familiar spirit. These are familiar territory. But one thing I would say, do not run right away as you recognize that, because clearly that's a lesson there. Again, I'm not telling you to sleep with anybody. Dating does not mean sleeping. Understand that there's a complete difference, and I'll do a video about that at a later time, right? But do not run, okay? Do not run right away because there's a lesson there for you to learn. Clearly you're attracting that person and you missed a red flag. You missed something before you guys got into conversation or went into date. What is it that you miss? And that's what you need to focus in on and pay attention to what you miss. Because what you miss is going to help you to recognize the area in your life that you are healing from, the area in your life that you are still broken from. So you need to be able to recover that part of you that you have not faced as yet. So dating is okay. It's healthy. It's actually super healthy. Hi, Demetria. Dating is actually healthy, and I'm not ashamed of it either. I utilize the dating sites, and I can tell you it's a cesspool of narcs, okay? Narcs are there left, right, and center, but good men are mixed in as well. But that goes to show what you have learned from the narcissist. Have you learned anything to be able to recognize them and know their language? Okay. One of their languages, what I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I'm not hiding nothing. So they're going to hate me for knowing their business and telling their business, and I don't care. Okay. One of the things that you recognize right off the bat from a narcissist, how beautiful, how gorgeous. They just constantly compliment your physical appearance. Now, there's nothing wrong when you meet a man that's healthy or a woman that's healthy that gives one or two compliment about your physical, but there needs to be some intellectual compliment, something mental, some mental stimulation, some mental compliment. It has to be something different. It can't just be on your physical or you're beautiful. That's empty. That's the obvious, and everyone can see that, right? So some of the things you want to be looking out for is making sure that you understand what red flags, what signs you're looking out for, so you can be able to decipher who is healthy for you and who's not. And it's okay to go on a date with someone. You're not getting married. It's not you're going for a marriage. You could go out and have a drink, have a glass of wine. Well, I wouldn't recommend wine, especially you're just coming off this, but I'm further along in my journey. So I can, decipher which way I want to do things. But maybe a cup of coffee, a walk in the park, some tea, hot chocolate. It's a warm season for it. It's okay. The one thing that you want to remember, narcissists are stained. They're stained in a way where you're going to see their urgency. They have a sense of urgency where they have to get things done now, 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 now. Okay. That's one thing you're going to notice about a narcissist. They have to move quickly. The moment you tell a narcissist you want to slow down, you want to take things slow, everything is going to change. They're going to shift. So be confident in yourself. Be confident and know that you know what you're looking for because you've done the work. But if you keep attracting a narcissist, do not be scared. Instead, find out what is it that you're attracting. Like, what did you miss? Especially if you're doing an online dating, there's going to be things in the conversation that you might have missed. One thing I could suggest, if you're looking at someone's profile, information is key, right? Because remember, you don't know that person doesn't know you either. So whatever information they put in their bio or their profile, that's what's going to help you to know something about this person. One thing I would suggest, if someone is using short little acronyms and just emojis, please skip right along. You're wasting your time. That's someone who it's going to feel like you're pulling teeth. Okay? Move right along and skip past a profile that looks like that. And another thing, if you see someone put in their description, just ask, move right along, please. Do not waste your time. Do not ask. Move right along. The next thing is if someone is on a rant, Oh, don't stop here. No baby mama, no single mama, no baby drama, no baby daddy. Listen, move it right along because that's someone who's controlling. That's someone who's putting you into a box, into a category, and you're not to be categorized. They don't know you to put you in a box. That's disrespectful. So sometimes you don't know the red flags and the little signs that you're missing when you're walking into something because you're just thinking, okay, I'm an understanding person. No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. You don't need to be understanding to accept crap. Okay. And that's complete crap. That's nonsense. You don't need to accept stuff like that. Another thing you will notice is they always want to give you a nice little statement. I'm not on this app pretty often, so can we exchange numbers so we could keep in touch? That's a red flag. That's a complete no-no. You do not do that. The app is there for a particular reason. So if you guys is not on there often, then maybe you need to schedule a time that you guys will both put aside time to meet on the app, to talk on the app so your personal information is not disclosed. Okay? So I get it. It's gonna be scary going back in the dating world, but remember, whatever I'm sorry about that, guys. Whatever you experience with this person is to teach you lessons. It's not for you to become afraid. It's not for you to become scared and think that life is over and you can't do anything else again. That's not so. You're going to push through. You're going to pull through, but the work is necessary. It's hard. I promise you. Yes. I'm not going to lie to you. It is hard doing the dating process. And sometimes the first person you meet or something, you just get comfortable with them. You don't need to become comfortable with the first person or first couple of people. You need to date multiple people at one time. You need to go out on multiple dates at one time until someone makes it official and decide that you're in a committed relationship. And how would you know if you want to be in a relationship and if something is committed? If it aligns with your values. And that's some of the things. It's not, listen, I don't care if you like candy, if you like coffee, or like hot chocolate. That's not my problem. Okay. That's a personal preference. I don't care about that stuff. Not like I really don't, but later on, what I want to know is how do you handle problems? If you don't hear no and you don't like it, how do you handle that? How do you deal with situations like that? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to deal with. I want to know what's your conflict resolution style? What does that looks like? So one of the questions I would throw out there and ask is, what's your most valuable or your most effective communication style? That will blow somebody out the water. And what's your value? What is it that you value most in a partner? What are some of the things that you look for in a partner? What is a deal breaker for you in a partner? And I'll tell you guys my deal breaker. Okay. My deal breaker in a partner will be dishonesty. So simple. But dishonesty covers it all for me because if you're dishonest, that means I can't trust you. And if I can't trust you, I do not want to be with you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. We're done. It's over. I'm gone. So some might tell you honesty, trust, loyalty, and spill you a whole thing. Be consistent. Know what you want before you go out here interacting with people. Know what it is that you want. That's why the work right now is so necessary. It's not about bouncing around from different people to different people. No, it's to start rebuilding your strength, rebuilding your confidence, gaining back your self esteem, learning how to trust your gut. These are the things that are most important because, yes, you went through the process and we can sit and wobble in this mud of how much of the process you went through. But then what's next? What do you do next after you've gone through this process? What have you learned? How are you going to do something different the next time around? Because you've been so invested in this person for so long that you've lost your identity. You don't know who you are. You don't know who you became. So you're stuck in this zone. And then you're mingling with like-minded people that is in the same position, but where are you going? What's your direction? Learn to be able to recognize what it is that you dealt with. But once you get a grip and an understanding of what you dealt with, you now need to do the application process. You now need to apply what you've learned and to move on. You can't just be afraid to try. A change is going to be different. A change is going to be hard, but you got to be willing to try and not give up on love. Because remember, love did not hurt you. You've associated love with a feeling or an emotion. But love did not hurt you. The person that you gave your love to and trusted them to love you back, the person hurt you. But love did not hurt you because remember, there's things that you still love that you use the word love with. You might love your children, your mom, your dad, whomever. You might love a pet. You still love. So you know how to express love, but you're scared to give it to the opposite sex because that person hurt you. But remember, you can't treat everyone the same. It's not a one size fit all. You cannot associate love with every person. You have to get to know someone for who they are. You have to get to know someone for their individuality and treat them just as such. Be present. That's one of my favorite communication style is to be present. Being present in the moment and being intentional about things. When you're very intentional about things that you want to do and things that you want to accomplish, your success rate is much higher. You get a more return on your investment when you're more intentional about the things that you want to do. When you're more intentional about your recovery, your healing process, your journey, your results are more intentional. Your results are more high. You get higher return on your investments. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I do it every day. It works. But staying in that not okay place is not okay. Staying wrapped up in what the narcissist did to you, how they treated you, and all these things is not okay. We have to move forward. We have to push past this. We have to get to the other side of things. And the longer we stay back here, in what happened in the past is the longer it's going to take for us to move forward. When you start stepping forward, when you start going forward, it's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be, man, it's going to be scary. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. I'm not trying to, but it's necessary and it's important that you take these steps. It's important that you push forward. It's important that you do the work because it's going to benefit you. Love is beautiful. Love is a beautiful thing. And when you get a chance to experience it, you will know that this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what love is supposed to feel like. This narcissist took years, months, took time away from my love. Now, remember, just like a child, when they touch the stove, hot. So now they're conscious, right? Their mind, they know once they touch something hot, it's hot, it's going to burn them, and they pull back. It's an automatic reaction. So now they associate the stove and heat with hot, and it burns and it's going to hurt. The same thing when we are in a relationship and we get hurt with our heart being broken and in pain, we associate love with hurt, with pain. But love is not hurt and pain. The person hurt you. Love is a beautiful thing. When you get a chance to experience it, man, you don't want to stop experiencing it. And especially when someone is pouring into you and you're pouring back into that individual. When you guys are pouring into each other, you never become thirsty because both people are fueling each other. So no one feels overworked, overwhelmed, or it doesn't feel like a one-sided relationship. It doesn't feel like it's a one-sided thing. I suggest that whatever you guys went through this year, whatever you went through 2022, to start over, to new beginnings, to do it over, to do it different, together, to remember, to let's get to it, right? Guys, you are so amazing. You guys are amazing people. And I'm so lucky and privileged to have been able to encounter you guys, to be able to chat with you guys in chat rooms and stuff like that. And I so appreciate it. I so respect it. And I love it that I'm able to have that experience with you guys. It's a beautiful thing. It's an amazing thing. And here comes 2023. I don't know what you guys, what your goals are for 2023. But I'm telling you, I'm ready for what God has in store for me. I'm ready to take on this new venture. I'm ready to go out there and see what's going to be out there for me. I really hope that there's some peace, some love, some comfort that you found, maybe something, maybe some ray of hope, some light here somewhere that's going to bring you comfort through this season and to know that you're walking into something beautiful comes 2023. I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen in 2023 with my babies. We have launched a new line, um, Healing Your Silence, sharing this out on many platforms, going out there, and I'm going to be going live on more channels and sharing information on other channels as well too, because guess what? Going live with other people, networking, socializing, and getting our lives back in track is most important. So I'm on a mission to help people get their confidence back up, rebuild what was stolen, what was taken from you, and to restore who you are as a person. That's my ultimate goal. That's my mission. And I'm sticking to it and moving forward. And I trust that God will guide me and bring me and point me in a direction where to go, because too much of his people are out here suffering. Too much is out here being misled and being destroyed by this demonic force. And it's no longer going to be so, because he is going to control and take over his people and do what needs to be done for them. I really hope that you guys are having an amazing day and that 2023 brings you joy, brings you peace. My babies and I are out here having an amazing time. We are living, we are loving it up. And listen, you can do anything that you want to do. You don't have to be wealthy. You can live. You only have one life to live, and you're here for a period of time. You don't know when your expiration date is going to be. My intentions is to make the best of my time with my babies. I don't know when my days is I don't know when my time is going to be, but I want to make memories with my babies. I want to do something with them, do things with them that will last a lifetime, and they'll have that to remember when I'm gone. Okay? So do what you can while you're here. Be blessed, be encouraged. Know that this is not over. This journey that you went through, this is not it. It's not the end. There's so much more for you to uncover. There's so much more for you to bring to fruition. You are fruitful. You are going to flourish. You're going to be picking fruits from your labor. So, all these things that you've gone through and the things that you've experienced, that's not the end. There's so much more to come, and you have been putting in work. So, you're going to be reaping harvest time. Your harvest time is coming pretty soon. Your time for reaping is coming soon. This is the season to be jolly. It's a season of happiness, this season of joy. Some of you guys might be getting a Hoover, disrespected, so many different things. But I beg you, just pull through, just hang tight, and know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. What's for you can't be for no one else. God has your blessing in store, and He will deliver in the right time. I hope you guys be blessed, be encouraged. Thank you again so, so much for hanging out with me. It's your girl, Nessa. If you haven't already, like, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. If this is your first time, thank you so much for joining, and welcome to the Healing Your Silence family, where we just love upon people here. Okay, we just show love and try to restore you and bring you back to what you were, the strong, confident person that you were. We bring you back there. We tap into unhealed wounds to help you to become your greatest self, so you're empowered to becoming your greatest self. I love you guys so, so much. Look forward to seeing you guys in this upcoming future. Be blessed, be encouraged. Mwah. Have an amazing day, y'all. Thank you.